Well, look who it is. Your boy Thizzle. I know it's been a minute. I'll get into all that in a second, but it's January 1st, 2013. I want to wish everybody in the TTC, in the Niner Empire, and all the other fan bases, anybody watching, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great time for New Year's, if you partied it up, was out, hope you got home, great 2013. So Happy New Year to everybody. Uh, well, I know some of y'all wondering where the fuck I've been. I mean, I've pretty much haven't even been on here the last 5 weeks in the NFL, I believe. The last video I did was after we beat the New Orleans Saints, and after that I just pretty much went incognito. And for those of you that that really like to watch my videos, I apologize, and it's really not really characteristic of me to just go away like that. But I'm not going to get deep into what's going on, but let's just say 2012 has just been a really rough year. And there's been times in the past where, I mean, shit happens in life, and there's been like some other times when stuff has come my way and I would still weather the storm and still come up here and talk about what I need to, especially if it was about the 49ers. Because I always use that as a way for me to relieve some stress and just do what I like to do and just talk football, talk Niner football. But the last month or so, I haven't really felt like that. I just felt that I had to step away for a little bit. I don't know how much I missed in the TTC. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot, but it goes on without me. And I just told myself that, what, I'm just going to break away for a little bit, and and I'll get back on here, when the time is right. Now it's playoff time or whatever, but hey, I had to do what I had to do, and hey, maybe I've been doing a little soul searching myself, and I've been looking around in the TTC, and maybe it's just me, and I'm definitely not taking anything away from the TTC because it is what it is. But this is my 5th season doing this, and I just noticed it, at least to me, that it doesn't seem the same. Now, maybe I'm missing something, but I remember when I first started doing this. I mean, I could not, man, I was such a nerd at this, man. I couldn't wait to do my next video. Just do my hate week video, talk about whoever, and then come on and explain what I saw through my eyes in the game, so you guys can pick my brain, and I love doing it, and I still do, but the TTC just doesn't seem the same to me. It doesn't mean that, I'm going anywhere or whatever. Like I said, I had to break away for a few weeks, just try to get my thoughts together and that kind of thing. But you know what? It is what it is with the TTC. And speaking of picking my brain, if any of you are really curious, if anything, I haven't been necessarily incognito. I know some of you guys that are subscribed to me follow me on Twitter. So if you really want to pick my brain, especially during when the game is going on, follow me on Twitter, and you'll really get an insight of where the hell I'm coming from when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Like I said, sorry I had to break away for a little bit. I had to do what I had to do, but I'm still here. Um, Playoffs are here. Season's obviously over, and I missed out on a lot of things. I missed out on the Niners. I don't know how they gave that game away to the fucking Rams, that game in overtime, but we lost that game, and shout out to the Ram fans for that. Sorry this is late, but better late than never. But props to the Rams for winning that game. Then we had to grind it out against the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The first 2.5 quarters, man, we looked great out there. I mean, we was up on the Patriots 31-3 in New England, and I couldn't believe it. I thought I was dreaming. And then I also told myself, even with a 28-point lead and there's a quarter and a half left in the game, I know what Tom Brady and that Patriot offense is capable of doing, and sure enough, they did it 28 unanswered, and it might have helped a little bit that Justin Smith got hurt, and we're really going to need him, this postseason, but, he got hurt in the game, and then that might have helped change the complexity of the game, but Brady started getting it together, tied the game, and then nice kickoff return by LaMichael James to put us in good field position. In the next play, Kaepernick to Crabtree for the game-winning touchdown right there. So that was a roller coaster of emotions right there for me, and I'm pretty sure you wanted to know where I was coming from in that game, because that game right there, I mean, it was just like, 1 second you feel like you're on top of the world, and then the next second you're like rock bottom. That's how it was for me that game, basically. But we ended up winning the game, and that's all I cared about. I was more worried about, whether Justin Smith would be okay. We didn't have him for the Seahawks game, and Marshawn Lynch did his thing. Russell Wilson did his thing. Props to the Seahawks for kicking our ass that game. Oh yeah, and props for actually making a postseason as well. NFC West looked really good this year. I mean, even with the exception of the Cardinals or whatever, the NFC West, I think did exceptionally well with the 49ers and the Seahawks making it, and then the Rams, played hard all season. So, pretty all, overall, good season for the NFC West. But anyways, Seahawks got us there, and then we ended up with Arizona. And, first quarter, we didn't look like we could get it together. We basically, all we had to do was win the game to get the division, and we needed help, from Minnesota to beat Green Bay, in order for us to get the first round bye. And then second quarter, we started getting it together. Kaepernick to Crabtree, that combination is starting to flourish and looking really good. Both had career games, especially Crabtree. Frank Gore breaking Jody Jet Perry and Roger Craig's rushing touchdown records, with 51. So congratulations to those guys. So overall, a pretty decent season for the 49ers, 11-4-1. And I pretty much thought that we would win at least 11 games this year. And we have basically a shot, as good a shot as the other 11 teams that made it to this tournament. And the only thing I'm worried about is consistency. I mean, we haven't been able to even rip off a 3-game winning streak. It's been win-win-loss, win-win-loss, win-win tie, win-win loss, win-win loss, win. And I mean, if this keeps up, we're not getting past the NFC title game. So we need to try to find some consistency and handle our business. And hopefully the bye week, will help us, get roasted up. We really needed it. Shout out to the Minnesota Viking fans. Thank you for handling that. for helping us get that, first round bye. We really needed it. Justin Smith can rest up. Frank Gore can, heal. We all can heal up, and that's a great thing. Help recuperate the body a little bit, and hopefully by Saturday, January 12th, whoever the opponent's going to be, it looked like it's going to be either, I believe, either the Packers, the Seahawks, or the Redskins. So, whatever happens, we'll deal with that then. But, overall, another pretty good season for the 49ers, second straight NFC West title, but I'm hungry. I haven't experienced us hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in 18 seasons. Man, if you would have told me after we won our last title in January of '95 that we would go this long without winning another title, I not that I didn't cherish that our fifth Super Bowl title, but I definitely wouldn't have took it for granted. I would have cherished it more, and because at that time I was running, I'm young and I'm thinking, hey, I grew up to this, I'm used to this. We gonna keep getting Super Bowls. Might not be every year, but we'll get it every now and then. And I thought that's how it was gonna be. Turns out no. And 18 years later, here I stand, still waiting for number 6. So we have a shot, but we got to show some consistency. Kaepernick, he's been looking, pretty decent here and there. He did a much better job. Well, obviously, I guess since we were home, of clock management or whatever. But if somehow, we get in a hostile environment situation, and like say if we go to Atlanta or whatever, he's going to have to do a much better job of managing the clock. I would like to get more of the run game going in. We had the running game was more effective when Alex Smith was in, and since Kaepernick's been in, the passing has gone up a few yards, but the running game has, kind of gone down a little significantly. So we got to have the running game going if we're going to have some success. So hopefully we can get that going. Defense, you just got to keep balling, doing what we're doing. And, hopefully, get Justin Smith back in there. He's our difference maker right there. We really need him, and we really missed him in that second half against New England, and we really missed him against, the Seattle Seahawks. So we're really going to need him in there. He's the heart and soul of that defensive line and possibly that whole defense. Maybe the exception of Patrick Willis or whatever, but y'all get what I'm saying. So, that's pretty much all I got. Just wanted to touch bases with you guys, and I'll be obviously doing another video soon, regardless of who we play. Like I said, Happy New Year, and sorry I was incognito for a little bit. Just wanted to step away for a little bit, but I'm back, ready to do my thing, and hopefully, help rep the Niner Empire in the Super Bowl. So, but we'll take it one game at a time. So, all right, that's it for me now. So I'll get with you next time. Late.